What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Vagabrothers. I'm Alex.
I'm Marko.
And in this video, we'll be sharing with you our ideal travel filmmaking kit to help you capture the best moments of your trip without weighing you down.
Okay, if you're new to the channel, we are the Vagabrothers. We're your go-to guides to all things travel here on YouTube, from gear hauls like this one to money-saving travel hacks and vlogs from all around the world.
For the last 5 years, we've traveled to over 50 countries, and I think by now we've got it down. A small, lightweight kit that you can carry on to an airplane.
So we've picked the absolute minimalist essentials for travel vlogging. These are pieces of kit that maximize production quality and versatility while minimizing cost and weight.
So let's get into it.
One of the most common packing questions we get is, do you need to bring a computer? Now, if you're planning to edit vlogs from the road, you probably can't get around it. But if you're going on a shorter trip, or if you're just using your computer to download footage, then thankfully you can leave your laptop at home thanks to a game-changing piece of kit called the Gnar Box.
Gnar Box is a portable backup and editing system that works with any camera and is pretty much indestructible. It takes the place of your laptop by allowing you to back up your footage, edit it, and even share it to social media, right from your smartphone.
We actually reached out to Gnarbox and asked them to partner with us on this video because we could instantly see how their technology could help us simplify our kit on trips that require us to be super minimalist, such as motorcycle trips, multi-day off-the-grid adventures, or just short backpacking trips where you just don't feel like lugging around an expensive, fragile, heavy computer.
Here's how it works. The Gnar Box has card readers for both standard and mini SD cards. It has 256 gigabytes of internal storage, plus 2 USB ports to plug in external hard drives. The Gnar Box connects to your phone by Wi-Fi and allows you to back up high-quality video files at 4K and raw photos at speeds of up to 4 gigabytes per second.
Everything is managed through your phone via the Gnarbox app, which has some incredible editing functions that let you smash pretty technical edits in just a matter of seconds. You can easily trim clips, color correct, and add music to cut together a quick highlight reel before tackling the full edit back home.
You don't need internet or Wi-Fi, so you can use the Gnar Box when you're off the grid, plus up to 4 users can connect to it at once, allowing collaboration. And let's be real, we all know that collaboration is the key to success. The Gnar Box can handle whatever you throw at it. iPhone, Android, GoPro, DSLR, drone, it doesn't matter. We hope that you guys will enjoy this product as much as we do, because honestly, it's gonna simplify your kit a lot. We're super stoked to have discovered this product, and we hope that you guys out there enjoy it as much as we do.
Moving on, let's talk about the most important decision you'll have to make: picking your camera. Specifically, choosing between an action cam, a point-and-shoot camera, and a DSLR, which allows you to swap out different lenses for different situations.
If somebody asked me to recommend one single camera to travel vlog on, it would be the Sony RX100V. It's a small point-and-shoot camera. It's tiny. It literally fits in the pocket of this jacket. And yet, it is an extremely powerful camera. It captures footage at 4K, shoots 20.1 megapixel photos, and has slow-mo at up to 960 frames a second. The lens equivalency on this point-and-shoot camera is basically a 24 to 70 millimeter lens at a 35 millimeter frame. That's full frame. The latest RX100V retails at around $1,000, but the RX100IV, the previous model, which in all honesty is very similar to the RX100V and is an extremely capable camera in its own right, retails for around $300 cheaper. Now, if you're a Canon person, consider the G7X, which retails for around $700. It's a beautiful camera, it has great internal stabilization, but it doesn't really have the slow-mo capabilities of the Sony version, which is why we prefer the RX100V.
Every travel vlogging kit needs to have an action cam, specifically a GoPro. We started off vlogging everything on a Hero 1 back in the day, and we've seen it evolve all the way to the Hero 6, which just came out. No matter which model you choose, you need an action cam to film underwater shots, action sports, or just to mount outside your car with a suction cup. For the budget conscious, the Hero 4 is still a great camera. It records in 4K and can be found used online for under $200. The Hero Session is a stripped down version of the GoPro that only costs $150, but it only records in 1080, not 4K. But the big technological leap happened with the Hero 5 and the Hero 6, both of which have touchscreens and can shoot in linear mode, which removes the fisheye look of the GoPro. Most importantly, the 5 and the 6 are compatible with the Karma Grip. This is GoPro's in-house camera stabilizer. Both cameras have really good in-camera stabilization, but the Karma Grip is another level. It's so smooth you can run with it and it looks fine. And don't forget, any action cam is useless without mounts, so you need to have a bunch of sticky mounts, even a suction cup, head mount, maybe even a chest mount. These are all going to give you different angles depending on what sort of activities you're capturing.
Now, if you want to up your game to a more professional level, you should consider investing in a DSLR. We shoot on Sonys. We have been shooting on Sonys for the last 4 years, and we absolutely love their cameras. We have a Sony a7R II, a Sony a7S II, and a Sony a9 now. All of them are extremely capable cameras, but we use them for different purposes. The Sony Alpha series tends to retail at a higher price bracket, but we do this for a living, so for us, it's worth it. But when we first started travel vlogging, we shot on a $500 camera known as the Canon Rebel T3i. We took that little bad boy all around the world and it never failed us. The Canon Rebel series, I think they have a T6i now, is an extremely capable DSLR. It's a great entry-level camera, and if you're just starting off and you don't have a huge budget to invest into camera equipment, the Rebel line is a great option for you.
No matter how great your camera is, it's all for nothing if the shots are shaky. That's why stabilization is so important. If you get a point and shoot, we recommend the Joby GorillaPod Micro Tripod. This costs about 10 bucks. It folds up to nothing, it's flush with the bottom of the camera, and allows you to get some really great shots. Now, if you get a DSLR camera, it's gonna be heavy, so you need to have something more substantial. Your first option is the GorillaPod. Now, anyone who's seen a Casey Neistat vlog knows that the GorillaPod is no secret, but is a great lightweight way to get a tripod stabilized shot that doesn't take up any room in your backpack. Furthermore, you can bend the leg so you can grip onto all sorts of weird structures. It's extremely versatile. Just make sure that you get one that's big enough to carry the weight of your camera with lenses. They come in various sizes, so if you have a bigger DSLR with a bigger lens, make sure you get the big size of the GorillaPod. Now, GorillaPod is a great DIY setup, but if you want to get really cinematic shots like tilts and pans, you do need a proper tripod. We have been using the ProMaster XC525 for the last 4 years, and it's great. We switched out the head that came with it with a 3-way video head so that we could pan and tilt a lot better, but this tripod really has everything you need and doesn't weigh that much. You can break it down to nothing, you can use one of the legs as a monopod if you prefer to film that way, and it's just really durable.
One of the most overlooked aspects of filmmaking is sound. And if you have a beautiful film, but your sound sucks, sorry to break it to you, nobody's gonna watch your film. Professional videographers will swear by a lavalier microphone, and these are great pieces of kit, but if you're just getting started and you're not trying to invest a lot of money, and you're not trying to spend tons of time relinking audio files, then we recommend you get a shotgun microphone. We have been using the Sennheiser MKE400 for quite a while now. It is an extremely capable, small, compact shotgun microphone, and it has never failed us. If you get a little dead cat, as they call it, which is basically a wind muff, and you slide it on top of the Sennheiser, you are good to go.
Okay, moving on, drones. As we all know, the advent of cheap, transportable, consumer drones has revolutionized travel filmmaking. There are tons of different drone companies out there, but we've stuck by DJI. We started off with the Inspire 1, we used the Phantom Pro, and now the Mavic. For us, the Mavic is the obvious choice. Even though the Inspire 1 and the Phantom can get better shots, the difference is really marginal. The Mavic is small enough to fit in your day bag, which means you can hike it into insane spots that you would never be able to bring a bigger drone.
Very importantly, do not forget storage. We're talking about SD cards and hard drives here. We recommend that you get one 120 gigabyte SDXC card that's capable of writing 4K video, and honestly, you're not gonna fill that card up. Only in very rare situations will you shoot over 128 gigabytes on one card in a day, and especially if you're shooting over multiple cameras, you're not gonna fill those cards up, so it's a good solution. If If you get one of those for each one of your cameras, they make them in both regular SD and mini SD, then you should be good for a full day of shooting. Plus, if you're ever in a pinch and you run out of storage on your external hard drive, you could use one of those 128 gigabyte cards for overflow storage. Store all of your SD cards in a waterproof, shockproof Pelican case, which you can also use when you're doing your file import to help you organize what you've captured and what you have not. Stay organized by backing up all of your footage onto your external hard drive at the end of a day of shooting. Label all of your files and your photos by camera and by date, and you're well on your way to being an organized person. When we travel, we like to use the Lassier 4 terabyte drive. It's a solid state hard drive, which means it doesn't have any spinning parts, which is great when you're traveling because the inevitable bumps of the road might make a hard drive fail. The Lassier is almost failure proof, and it will be if you set it up as a RAID 1 configuration, which basically double backs up within the same drive.
Last but not least, do not forget your charging equipment. Now these days, most cameras are powered by micro USB cords, and you can sometimes get around bringing a full battery charger if you bring enough cords. Also bring a USB-C cord, which is what powers the new GoPro cameras, as well as a charger for your phone. It's really smart to bring a multi-port charger, which usually can fit like 3 or 4 different cords and then plug straight in the wall. That saves you a huge amount of kit. Lastly, you charge the Gnar Box using a USB 3 cord, which is the same one you use for your hard drives. Lastly, don't forget to bring a portable battery pack, which you can use to charge anything that dies during the day. Of course, bring some spare batteries for your cameras, as well as AAA batteries for the shotgun mic.
All right, everybody, well, that's it, our essential travel filmmaking kit. If you're a vlogger, a filmmaker, please share your equipment down there in the comment section so everybody can learn from each other.
Also, put some requests for future videos. We'll try to address that in the coming months. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to Vagabrothers if you've not already. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you can get a heads up when we publish a new video.
In the meantime, remember, stay curious, keep exploring, and we will see you on the road.
Peace!